गुलबहार अफगानिस्तान प्रीमियर लीग पावर्ड बाय फॉग बॉडी स्प्रे। ये जल्दी से उड़ेगा नहीं, रहेगा। प्रेजेंटेड बाय माई टीम 11। क्रिएट on myteam11.com।
It was a remarkable match that we saw on Sunday, where Hazratullah broke records. 6 sixes here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Unbelievable stuff. And despite that, he still ended up on the losing side. Well, Kabul Zwanan are here again. Off that defeat against Balk, a 21-run loss, their second in succession. They're up against the Kandahar Knights, who are still bottom of the log, but they're off the back of a victory, their first of the tournament, against Nangarhar. This should be a cracker. We're getting ready for match 16. Time now to go down to Hamid Hassan, and he's with a very special guest.
The Afghanistan, we are the Afghanistan Takra Lobghare, Hazrat Zazai, the T20 specialist. ما سره دی راځي چې د سره خبرې وکړو. حضرت ډیره زیاته مننه. یو څو پوښتنې دن لرم. ټول نه مخکې خو ورته مبارکي وایم چې څو ریکارډونه درته ماشاءالله چا خبره په نوم شو او د هغې درته مبارکي وایم. دا راته ووایه چې دغه 50 رنز دې چې کله پوره کړل څه فکر دې کوو چې زه به دغه رنز 15 چکې مې وهلې دي. دا فکر پریشر در باندې چې زه باید شپږمې چکې ته لاړ شم که نه؟
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. نه کله مې چې البته ما خو شپږو چکو ته اراده نه و چې رښتیا درته وایم شپږو چکو ته مې اراده نه و. کله مې چې 15 چکې ورکړې نو البته ټارګېټ مونږ ته دومره ډېر و که نه 4 بال باید مونږ ټرای کړی وای نو 240 ټارګېټ و نو ډېر زیات ټارګېټ و نو هغه له وجې کله چې 15 چکې مې ورکړې نو اخري چکې ما ته پته و چې هغه ما نه تښتي چېرې خوا بال کوي نو ما دا کوشش سره بال ته ځان ورسوم. شپږو ته مې اراده نه وم یا باونډري شي یا 2 شي یا 1 شي مقصد رنز راشي او بس د هغه دپاره بیټ لکو چې البته زه دومره نه م خور چې ما وایټ پسې دومره سترخیز کړی و چې کله مې خپله ویډیو لره بیټینګ نو ډېر لرې ځي نه مې بال راګیر کړی نو بس دا کرکټ ده راځي نو.
عبدالله مزاري څه زه یم په دې وخت کې به د هر بالر تښتېدلی وی. دغه یو پوښتنه درنه لرم چې کله په دې پوه شو چې ما ریکارډ جوړ کړلو په 12 بالو باندې 50 منډې زما پوره شولې نو څه کولو چې زه کریس ګیل سره په مقابله کې راغلم هغه نوم مې راغی
او البته خوار یو لوبغاړی چې دی هم دا کوشش کوي که نه چې ځان خپل په نوم یو ریکارډ جوړ کړي او کرکټ دا ریکارډونو کرکټ چې دی ریکارډونو لوبه د کار یو ریکارډ چې ماتېږي نو اول نه چې تقریبا ما اول نه چې ما کرکټ کوو یا ولایتي یا کلب نو ټول ملګري مو راته ویل چې کرکټ هغه ده نو ما ورته ویل انشاءالله یو ریکارډ خو زه هم جوړوم چې یو ریکارډ جوړ شو نو هغه د الله شکر ګزار و چې همدې ټورنمنټ کې ریکارډونه جوړ شول د تیزترین 50 ریکارډ مې هم جوړ کړ شپږیزو ریکارډ مې هم جوړ کړ افغانستان په نوم یې کړو نو دا زما دپاره ډېر د افتخار ځای ده.
رښتیا هم ماشاءالله ډېر غټ ریکارډ دې جوړ کړو په دې باندې موږ ټول افغانان فخر کوو. اخره پوښتنه کریس ګیل دې د خوښې لوبغاړی دی ما څونه اورېدلي دي کله چې دې شپږیزې ووهلې او 50 منډې دې پوره کړې د هغې دې 2 ریکارډه مات کړه ورسره دې ولیدل که نه او څه یې درته وویلې؟
او البته کریس ګیل چې دی تقریبا د 8 کاله کېږي چې زه هغه تعقیبوم هغه مې د خوښې لوبغاړی دی نو ریکارډونه خو ماتېږي او ځي او راځي به زموږ ریکارډ به هم سبا بل څوک ماتوي بل څوک ماتوي او کریس ګیل سره مې ولیدل نو هغه هم راته همدا ډاډ راکړو چې ښه لګیا یې همدغسې اوس همداسې زړور اوسه نو کریس ګیل سره مې ولیدل عکس مې هم ورسره واخیسته.
ډېره زیاته مننه او نن لوبې دپاره ښه چانس.
مننه تاسو نه.
With Hazrat Zazai, the most dangerous batsman right now in Afghanistan Premier League, his feelings was very excited and he got 2 records for himself. First he got a 12 ball 50s and then he broke the 6 sixes in the over. And he also met Chris Gayle, his favorite cricketer all time, and he met him also and took a selfie and he said he gave me very encouragement and the best thing was it be brave like always you are and he's looking forward to do some more performance in upcoming matches. Back to commentary box.
Thanks very much, Hamid, and thank you very much, Hazratullah Zazai. And there you are, the fastest 50 in 2020 cricket. Hazratullah now shares that mark with Yuvraj Singh, which was, of course, in the inaugural ICC World 2020 in 2007. That was in Durban. And Chris Gale for the Melbourne Renegades against the Adelaide Strikers in the Big Bash League in Australia. That was at the indoor stadium, Docklands in Melbourne. There is Hazrat. And remember, he's the man with the only century in this tournament so far. Players just warming up beforehand. Kabul Zwanan. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Because they won that thriller against Paktia, our opening match of the tournament, where they chased 219 for victory. They actually got 220. Then they lost to Balk, when Balk got 177 for 2, chasing themselves. A victory against Nangarhar, when they chased down 188. And then against Kandahar, when they defended 173 for 6. But their last two matches, losing against Nangarhar and losing against Balk, that Nangarhar game where they couldn't chase 182 for 5 after a good start. And then, well, that game against Balk where they conceded 244 for 6. Here are the Kandahar Knights. 4 losses to start with, where the batting simply didn't click. And in fact, the batting didn't click in their last game either against Nangarhar, when they made only 136 for 8. But somehow they managed to defend that and defend it quite well. Now, we've heard from a player from the Kabul Zwanan. That was Hazrat, of course. But let's go down now pitch side to join Ajay Mehra and see who he's got from the Kandahar camp. Ajay?
I have Ricky Vessels with me. Ricky, first of all, how's the experience out here in the Afghanistan Premier League?
Yeah, it's good. Just, you know, games coming thick and fast, but, you know, good to get the games under the belt. But, yeah, very good to be here.
Your experience as far as T20 is concerned, you've got vast experience, over 200 T20 games for you. You played all over the world. So what's you exactly thinking in your mind when you go out there in the middle?
Yeah, well, when batting, I'm just trying to get a bit of a platform to launch at the end and try and get the side to a total that we can defend, as we've got a good bowling attack. So that's mainly the game plan. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
You missed the first 2 games, but after that, of course, your role as a keeper as well, because your side was struggling with that keeping department. So your role as a batsman, as a keeper, is always going to be important.
Yeah, massively. Part of the experience, you know, is trying to get the players in the right position in the field and trying to help the captain make a few decisions on what bowlers to use and things like that. So, yeah, trying to use a bit of experience, and it's been a while since I've done it.
Must be loving the surfaces out here as far as batting is concerned.
Yeah, much more friendly than what we play back in the UK. But, yeah, it's nice to bat on some flattish wickets for a change. And
for your side especially, every game from here is going to be very important.
Yeah, so starting tonight, it's important that we try and get another win and then carrying on to the next 2 days. So 3 big games in 3 days, and hopefully we can finish off with at least 2 wins out of 3.
Thanks, Ricky, for talking to us. All the best for the future.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.
Well, this is the last time these two sides met, and it was Ricky Vessels' debut in the tournament. He did his best to get his side over the line, but it wasn't quite to be. They actually needed, I think it was 8 to tie the score off the last ball, and Ricky Vessels hit a 6. But in the end, it was Farid Malik who bowled a terrific last over to see his side to victory. Kabul, a narrow win. Now, Ajay's been a busy boy down pitch side. Not only that interview with Ricky Vessels, he now gives us his view a little earlier when he was out there in the middle of the surface to be used for this match. Once again, down to Ajay.
I tell you what, seeing the surface this evening, I can tell you that, as a batsman, I want to wear my pads on because it looks to be such a good wicket. That sheen on the surface is once again there. It was a break yesterday, so coming back, the cricketers having a bit of time as well. The ground started doing a very good job. And under lights, I feel, the ball just comes slightly better onto the bat, especially in the second innings. So this wicket looks full of runs. The binding, as I go down, you can see the binding is very, very good binding. No issues at all. Brownish grass as well, but it's very, very hard. So I feel both the innings is going to be full of runs. You just got to bat sensibly and capitalize on loose deliveries. But this wicket looks to be a very good track for batting.
Well, that's good news. Looks as though we've got a belter this evening. And this is why it's an important game. Kandahar That victory that they got most recently against Nangarhar Leopards has given them real hope of qualifying for the semi-finals. They're just 2 points behind the Leopards now, and they've got 2 games in hand, including this one tonight. Remember, only the top 4 sides qualify. And you have to say as well, looking at that table, Kabul are by no means certain of a semi-final spot either. If they lose tonight, they'll have not only Nangarhar but also Kandahar breathing down their necks, and they'll only have 1 more game left. So it's a vital game for Kabul as well as Kandahar this evening. Now then, let's go down to Cheru Sharma. He's pitched side, or was a little earlier, with the 2 captains and the match referee. Time for the toss.
Well, after a short break, the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League, powered by Fog, is back in action. Just 1 match this evening, and it's a pleasant one. A bit of a breeze as well, as you can see, but the temperatures are very much under control. Now, it's a critical match. I should think a little more for one team than the other, and the captains are here with me. So, first up, the skipper, Asghar Afghan of the Kandahar Knights. And, of course, to his left, Rashid Khan, skipper of Kabul, and our match referee, David Duke. So, Rashid, if you have the coin. And
Head.
Heads is a call, David. This one's mercifully close to us.
It's a tail.
It's a tail. Rashid, I said a match important for both the teams. A little less important for you, but still 3 wins and 3 losses. Would you have expected that at the start of the season?
We wouldn't expect it that the way we were going on, but it's a cricket, it's a part of game, and you know anything can happen. So we just need to focus on playing the good cricket, positive cricket, and just enjoy ourselves.
And of course, question number 1, which is now number 2. What would you like to do?
I would like to have ball first. Yeah.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Lots of batting heroes for Kabul, and despite your presence, no big bowling hero just yet. Are you happy with that?
Not happy with the way we bowled in the last, especially in the last game. But you know, I think the way wicket behaves, it's totally different, and we just tried our best. I think we have done some mistakes in the last game. We bowled a little bit unplanned balls, which we didn't plan for certain batsmen. But you know, this is a kind of area in the kind of platform in which we learn, especially the youngsters. You know, it was good for us that we got hit it earlier in the tournament, that we could just wake up call for us, especially for the bowlers. And hopefully we'll try our best to come back well and do well in the bowling department as well.
You make a good point about the learning. So how much would you not like to chase more than what?
You can't say anything about, as I said before as well, this wicket is totally changing the behavior. Sometimes 120 becomes very less, and sometimes even 240 can be chased. But you know, we just need to play positive cricket. We just need to play good cricket. Let's see how the wicket behaves, how the condition. So then we will decide what is a good total on this wicket.
All right, 1 more win. Of course, you'll go through to the final 4. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Asghar. He's going to be bowling first. Now, runs have been at a premium, despite the fact that the last match you played against them, you almost got just 2 runs short. You remember that?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yeah, the second last game we were 2 much short. But it's part of game. That's the past. You're not thinking about it. Today, the new game. Today, we're thinking about this game.
Well, they haven't been too good with the ball, but they've been pretty good with the bat. It's the reverse with you. Just not enough runs most of the time.
Yeah, we a couple of last couple of matches we have not played well, especially in the batting track. Today is a new day. Inshallah, today we'll try our best, because today looking very good. Inshallah, we try our best today 150, 160 plus run, because on our tournament of bowling is very well.
And of course, you know that every single match is a knockout match for you, virtually.
Yeah, we don't have a chance, because we won just 1 match today. It will be a very important game for us.
Well, good luck then.
Thank you very much.
All right. 2 people who know each other's game very, very well. But Kabul Zwanan, Rashid Khan won the toss, and he's happy to bowl first.
So here are the 2 lineups, and Kandahar Knights. The news from them is that they're unchanged from their last match. That was the 26-run win against Nangarhar. I suppose no surprise there. But changes are plenty for Kabul off the back of that thrashing at the hands of Bulk. Out go Javed Ahmadi and also Shawkat Zaman. On top of that, Muslim Musa, the all-rounder, misses out 2, and in comes Afsar Zazai and Zahir, Shehzad and Yunus Khan Ahmadzai. So that's where we are, and the Kandahar Knights getting ready to take first strike. And this is interesting. Asghar Afghan deciding to push himself up to the top of the order. They have struggled with the bat in this tournament, and it's another opening partner for Paul Sterling, who himself has had a very poor tournament. And, well, you just feel with someone like Sterling that it's only a matter of time before he clicks, but he hasn't clicked yet. So they're the two batsmen that are out in the middle. And Shahidullah, with his left arm spin, is going to start proceedings on a very hazy evening here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium as we prepare for match 16 in the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League, powered by Fog. Here we go then. Play, says the umpire. And straight away down the pitch, Asghar Afghan off the mark with a single. Alongside me, Alistair Campbell. Good evening to you, Alistair. And, well, it's a vital match for both teams.
Evening, Brian. Evening, everybody. Yeah, it sure is. We've been through all the permutations, really. If Kabul win, they're guaranteed a place in the semi-finals. And it becomes a straight basement battle between the Kandahar Knights and the Nangarhar Leopards. Simple as that, really. Whereas if that goes the other way, then it's wide open. 3 teams are in the mix for that last 2 spots to make it into the semi-finals. And interesting as well that Asghar Afghan's decided to open the batting. He's probably sick and tired of coming in the middle order where they're in a world of trouble and trying to play a role that tries to get his side out of the mire. He probably said as captain, hold on, I'm going to go out there and bat when it's at its best, this pitch, and try and get us off to a fast start. Anil Chaudhary from India is the umpire here today. Oh, it's down the leg side. I tell you what, that's a little chance, I reckon. Luke Ronchi not able to grab it, and he overbalanced big time, Paul Sterling. The only saving grace was if it came off the pad of Paul Sterling. This will give us a better indication. Yeah, I do him a disservice. Off the thigh pad, really, and just took it straight down like a rabbit returning to the burrow. No chance for Luke Ronchi. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Is that the first buggies? Ah, yes it is. So he came out to do a job, Asghar Afghan, and he started in brilliant fashion.
Tremendous blow. New balls, please, already in the first over. So Asghar Afghan nailing his colours to the mast immediately. That's two balls he's paced from Shahidullah, and he's been down the track on both occasions. First time he chipped it into the outfield for a single, but that was a full-blooded blow, and it cleared the boundary by quite some distance. Asghar Afghan now, the leading run scorer for the Kandahar Knights in this tournament. Paul Sterling, by contrast, 43 runs, that's all. Oh, good use of the feet by Asghar Afghan. That's 4. There's a long on in position, but he's beaten that fielder, and all of a sudden it's a really good over for Kandahar, the first of the innings, and they're 12 without loss.
घर बैठे पैसे कमाने हैं तो बनाइए अपनी खुद की फैंटेसी क्रिकेट टीम indusgames.com पर और दिखाइए अपनी क्रिकेट वाली होशियारी. Indus Games.
इस मोबाइल को कोई
Makes a big difference when your fielders are catching all the balls. It's a bonus wicket for Wayne Parnell. He knows it, but he'll take it. And Paul Sterling, his misery continues. Gone for naught. Didn't trouble the scorers. 12 for 1.
Just making sure that Afsar Zazai held that catch within the boundary. No problems with the no ball from Parnell either. Afsar Zazai straight away into the action. One of the 3 changes for Kabul from their previous outing. And a really well judged catch that over his head. Poor old Paul Sterling. He's not been put out of his misery yet, but he is now. He'll be able to go off the ground and reflect on the fact that he's now just got those 43 runs in 6 matches so far in this tournament. Things can only get better for him. And they are getting better for Wayne Parnell. As Alistair Campbell said, he bowled really well in the last match against Bulk. 1 for 30 in 4 overs, and that despite his side conceding 244. And his best figures of the tournament, actually, 2 for 34, came against Kandahar. The batsman crossed while that ball was in the air. Brendan McCullum is the new batsman, and he's a batsman who is in need of a few runs himself. Big name, of course, in the tournament, but he hasn't fired yet, Alistair.
Now, he'll be desperate for a score, and a quick-fire score as well, because his career will tell you that he scores quickly and he scores big. Average of 30 in 354 games. It's just outstanding, with a strike rate of just under 140. And he would love to get a few in the middle of the bat. I reckon this is the wicket to do it on. He's come in on some other wickets that really have been more difficult to bet on, you'd have to say. As we heard Rashid Khan say at the toss, it's a bit of a conundrum, really, because some wickets, 120, 130 is a good score, and the others has been 240. So it's been a pretty mixed bag. Ashgar Afghan, apart from 52 and 45 against Kabul in Bulk, he as well has been on the lean side, but he gets a score here, and suddenly his tournament is looking pretty good.
Well, it's signalled as a wide by umpire Neil Chowdhury. Asghar Afghan, one of only 2 players for Kandahar to have topped 100 runs in the tournament so far. The other one, Karim Janat. 116 runs for Karim, and Asghar Afghan now 126. Brendan McCullum, 84 runs at 16. Well, he was wanting to do that to the previous ball, clearing his front leg, and this was fuller in length, and he's clobbered it over mid-off. Saloreza, a fog boundary.
Yeah, nice balance. Nice improvisation as well. From Asghar Afghan, he set himself, jumped back in his crease and held his form nicely. Midoff would have thought he was in with a chance, just for a wee bit, but it cleared him comfortably in the end.
And again, clearing that front leg. Thickish inside edge onto the pads.
Yeah, getting back in the crease, looking for something in the same area. He followed him, did Wayne Parnell, and all Asghar Afghan could do was get a healthy inside edge. So 5 off this over. It's really good from Wayne Parnell, including a wicket as well. But there's still this last ball to be bowled, and that has done damage in the tournament thus far. A good over, been turned into a very mediocre one.
They've scampered one. Farid Malik at short fine leg. End of the over. 18 for 1.
इंडिया में important people cricket team owners होते हैं. So, मैं भी टीम बना रही हूँ 11 wickets पे. नाम Sunny Sultans या Sunny Showstoppers?
सब 11wickets.com पे टीम बना रहे हैं.
ये कोई ज्ञान नहीं, ज्ञान की कमाई है.
ब्लैक शर्ट्स कितने प्लेन और सिंपल. फॉग सेंट प्लेन और सिंपल ब्लैक शर्ट को बना दे स्पेशल और फैशनेबल. फॉग सेंट, न्यू फैशन वेयर फॉर मेन.
Zwanan. This is the 10th night game of the tournament. In the previous 9, the side batting first has won 5 and the side batting second has won 4. Change of bowling at the Sharjah club end. Zahir Shehzad coming on. Well, that's run fine. I think there was a bit of bat involved. It flicked the gloves of Luke Ronchi as well to take the pace off. Well done by Farid Malik to flick it back, and Zazai does well. It signalled as wides, in fact, so there was no bat involved. You're just recapping on that stat. This is the 10th night game. Side batting first has won 5, and the side batting second has won 4 of those previous 9. Asghar Afghan goes big. Big enough. Only just, but only just is good enough. Spagiza.
Yeah, you don't get any extra for hitting it into the stands. All you have to do is clear the boundary. And he got it just over Colin Ingram's head. Well, the intent was clear. He was down the wicket. And I think straight away he knew that he had got just enough on it. Went a long way up in the air. So probably went a little higher than he would have wanted. But the result the same.
And again, this time over mid-off. Spagiza once more. Back-to-back fog boundaries for Asghar Afghan. And what a good move this has been. Promotion to the top of the order for the captain. And he's responded by really blazing a trail.
Yeah, he's taken the game by the scruff of the neck. They're under pressure, and he's leading from the front, as a good captain would do. That's a really nice shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Placed it beautifully.
And Farid Malik with the misfield at short fine leg. They've taken 1, and that's all they'll get.
Yeah, he needs to up his game a wee bit. Farid Malik last game had an awful one with ball in hand. No ball problem. And in the field as well. Just needs to make sure that he doesn't feel the full wrath of his captain if he continues fielding like that.
Amazingly, actually bowled a maiden in that last game as well.
16 off this over. Still 2 balls remaining. Now then, can Brendan McCullum join the party? Can he get off to a fast start as well? Asghar Afghan, 29 of just 12 deliveries. 2 4s, 3 6s. Exactly the start they would have wanted.
Yeah, Brendan McCullum not only is struggling in terms of runs scored, his strike rate is less than a run a ball, believe it or not, in the tournament so far. Just 95 runs per 100 balls, which is most un-McCullum-like. And he's not off the mark yet. 2 balls faced, still on naught. End of 3, 34 for 1.
नजफगढ़ में बड़े होने के दौरान ना मैंने एक बड़े काम की चीज सीखी। सुनो सबकी, करो दिल की। फिर चाहे स्कोर 0 रहा हो या 295, आप भी ना अपने दिल की करो। गिरी करो। फोन उठाओ और इंडिया का सबसे एक्साइटिंग गेम माई टीम 11 डाउनलोड करो। ओम माला मालाए नमः।
Kandahar Knights top scorers, and as you can see, it's a pretty miserable list really. 2 players in triple figures. Asghar Afghan with his contribution this evening comfortably top of the shop. Ricky Vessels has only played 3 matches and he's managed to get on that list, which sums up the problems that the Knights have had. Farid Malik round the wicket, left armour, straight away. He gives width to Asghar Afghan, who clobbers it straight to backward point.